Alright, so the first and second both involve these two boxes. So first what you're gonna want to do is have someone to boost you up by like just crouch walking in and then spamming jump and crouch. There's plenty of tutorials on YouTube as to how to do that. And then for the first camera, you're gonna want to stand probably about right here and jump. This one's pretty hard, but once you get it, it is crazy. This is actually a bad one. I think this one's good. Hold on. Yeah, there you go. And you can see most of B main, and you can even tag them. I think there even is like a better spot up here. But yeah, this is like an insane camera. So yeah. And then on the same spot, you stand on this area. You can see arcade. I think there's even a better. Yeah, there you go. Oh yeah. Look at that. You can see all of arcade. You see them walk up as soon as the wall goes down. So yeah, that's the first and second camera on Fracture. Alright, so second we have Bind. There's a lot of cameras on here. My probably personal favorite is right here. Yep, right there. Because you can see long and most of sight, like a really good amount. So this camera is really good for retake, even if they don't go long. And it's if you play in two-pair, you can even see them jump out of hookah, which is really good. And if you want to change it up, you can even put one right here, which is also pretty good. A pretty hard to spot, which is always nice. And then if you want to change it up even more, this is really good. Yeah, I don't think anyone would ever expect there to be a camera up there. That's an insane spot. Yeah. And then if you are on attack and you want to watch for rotates, there's a really good camera right here. You can see the rotators no matter where they are. I don't think there's a single spot that they can sneak past your camera. No, there's no there's no spot. And one more I think on this site is here in hookah. If you for some reason want to watch them in hookah, you can put one. Yeah, you saw it, but right there. And nobody's gonna check that, let's be honest. There's no way somebody's gonna be looking up there. Even if you're like pre-aimed at this, I don't think you would notice it because of the timer. And then another one that's pretty useless but kind of fun is right here. You see them walk into hookah, and there's no way you're gonna spot that, like unless you're actively looking for it. So yeah, that's kind of more of a party trick one, but yeah. And I think that's all of them. Oh no, there's one more for B site. This one isn't as good, but like it's a good way to a good one to switch up. You can just place it right here. That's a pretty good spot. See hookah and long pretty well. You play backside, just wait. And then also bonus trips. A couple good cypher trips. One of them being right here, of course. I mean, these are just, you know, classic cypher main trips. Another one right there. And then even if you want to switch it up slightly. Okay. Well, you can place it there, but I guess I just didn't want to today. So yeah, that's all for B site of Bind. Alright, now here we are on A side of Bind. I really like playing A side of Bind. There's a couple of pretty good cypher cameras starting off, of course. This one, which is pretty nice. If you want to hide it a bit more, you can put it like here in like the smoke. The smoke is a little bit annoying if you place it about right here. It gets like in the way. It doesn't really impair your vision, but like, you know, it's not pretty. And then there's another one right there. This one's really obvious, but it's really good if they don't see it. Or if you want to play retake, you can jump out of heaven and place it. If you know maybe where the enemy is, you can tag them and get a quick kill. A cypher trip that I mean, this is every cypher main's favorite cypher trip. It's about right right there, and that's such a good cypher trip. It's insane. Then we of course got this one, which is really nice. And then you tripped that. That's kind of funny. We got of course this one. That one's really nice. Nobody really expects that. Yeah, and I think that's it for a side of binds, and in total all of binds. Alright, next up on Ascent. Ascent is probably my second favorite map to play Cypher on, right after binds, probably. Starting off with the Old Faithful. Like, this is such a good Cypher cam. You can place it before the round starts and immediately see if anyone's B main. It's so good. Maybe the best cam, maybe not, I don't know. Then over here, I saw this one on Reddit. This one's a very interesting, very niche cypher cam that isn't really useful at all, but it's kind of fun. And also, if you plant where like here, if you plant where like you can see it, then you can tell if the enemy's diffusing. It's, you know, it's very situational. Probably only used for TikTok clips, you know. 100 IQ cypher cameras, you know. This one's really, you know, it's average. It's pretty nice. It's actually pretty nice, you know, you can see backside. Ooh. Very cool. Yeah, and I think that's all for B site of Ascent. Alright, now for A site of Ascent. I really like playing this site because, not because there's like a lot of cameras, but because there's a pretty good one if you can get on top of Gen here. That jump, you have to practice it, but it's pretty easy once you get it. Right here. Very basic, very simple, and you can see all the site, you can see default. Yeah, you can play Heaven with this, Hell, Dice, wherever. Gen, even. Door? You can play anywhere with this. Just tag us one, peek out, kill them, or even wallbang them from Heaven. It's a really good camera. Oh, and I think that's it for Ascent, so yeah. Alright, here we are on Haven. There's only one really good camera I know on this map, and that camera is from here to, and this camera is so hard to do, right here. This camera, let's be honest, you're probably not going to use this in a real game, but it is a crazy camera. Crazy. It's not super accurate, from over there, but nobody will expect this. If they know where you are, there's no shot in any way that anyone will see this coming. Yeah, this is a crazy camera. And that is it for Haven. That's all I know. There's probably more, but that's it for me. Alright, so next up is Icebox. This map doesn't have that many cameras, and all of them are a bit weird, but first off is this one for Kitchen. This camera is pretty funny. You can see through this, and I'm pretty sure they can't shoot your camera. They might be able to wallbang it, but it's a very funny camera. And if you get someone, you can't tie anyone, it's just kind of lame, unless they come from mid, I guess. But yeah, that's the first camera. Alright, second camera is here if you're playing defense. This camera is pretty good. You can place it right here, you can see top mid, and if they're peeking yellow or somewhere weird like here, it's a pretty good camera. I don't use this one enough, it's really nice. Alright, last on Icebox is, this camera is not really good, but if you just place it on like one of these weird like thingies, it looks kind of like the backgrounds. It's not the best, but you can see, I don't even know what this is called. You can see over there. And most of the site, it's pretty good. Definitely not the best camera on Icebox, but yeah, that is it for Icebox. Alright, so for, not first up, next up is Breeze, and this Breeze has some very good cypher camera spots. One of them just simply being right here. You can see all the site. You can even place it higher if you want for a bit of a better perspective. This camera is really good. I really like playing halls with this. I like place a trip right up here, right off the bat, as soon as the round starts, and I can just tag someone and peek and maybe get a kill. And then right after that is this camera, which it's not good, I'll be honest. It's kind of funny though. If you, I don't even think it's possible to tag someone. There's like a wall in the way. But yeah, that's all for Breeze. Alright, next on B site requires, well, it doesn't, yeah, it does require that jump. I'm shocked that I made that first try. Wow. That's a really hard jump. You should practice it. Don't ask me how to do it. Just look it up or something. Yeah, just placing the camera anywhere up here is really, really unexpected, and you can see most of the back sight. You can even place it like over here somewhere, like on this weird tube thing. Yeah, this is a really unexpected spot because why would you ever place a camera up there? How would you even do that? There's no way to get up here. Just kidding. Also, on this palm leaf, this is a really weird palm leaf because if you have like, I think it's if you have details, you have like low detail or something, then you can't see it. I don't know. I don't know if that's still in the game, but it used to be. So yeah. That's all. Wait, oh, no, not quite done with Breeze. Over here at Cannon, yes, that's a real call out. You can stand on top of this, jump. I said jump, and then place a camera up here, and you can see top mid. You can see anyone standing nest. You can even, you can see the push on mid, and maybe the push out of doors. I don't know. I think I've tagged someone there before, but what actually? Oh shoot! I hate that bug. Oh my gosh! I need to fix that. When you go into ghost mode, you just fall. Anyways, that is it for Breeze. Alright, the next map, not the last map, is Pearl. Whoever made this map should, like, get fired, because there are so many absurd cypher, like, cameras that, like, shouldn't work. Like, this, you can see B main with this. You can see their push B main. And then another one that is so unbelievably easy to do is here. Is jump a little bit. Well, I said unbelievably easy. It's very fidgety. But if you get it, you can see them and tag them. Who made this map? Why is that there? That's such a good cypher spot, camera spot. This camera is pretty unknown, but it's very, who's gonna check that? And then if you place it right here, you can even see like this. You can see main. This is such a obscure spot. I've like tagged 4 people in a row once. So yeah, that is it for B site on, what map is this? Pearl. Alright, next up is shops. Here towards attacker spawn. Right here. You really have to jump for this. This camera is so good. You can see the push out of art. You can tag anyone that like might try to flank you. It's a very good camera. And another one, which is also really good, it's on that satellite right here. Who made this map? Why are there so many things for you to put a cypher camera on? It's crazy. Alright, so here we are in art. Art is very interesting because they have these like holes that you can just put cameras on. One right there and one, of course, over here. Now, that is not the best part about art. The best part about art is this really, really weird, like, you can just like crouch jump. If you crouch jump and uncrouch, you like get flung up. So what you can do is, if you get good at it, is place a camera right there so you can just tag people. That's crazy. This is like a much better camera than like here, because you can see more. I don't know what this is. I'll probably patch it eventually, which is sad. But yeah, that is all for art. Alright, so next up on A side, there's only one pretty nice camera that I have for this, and that's just on this umbrella. It's pretty nice. It's not the best, but yep. And that is it for all of the maps in rotation right now. However, I still have a couple good cypher cams for Split, so I will go to those right now. Alright, so here we are on Split. Oh, I miss it. I miss this map. Hope it comes back into rotation soon. But first off is this camera. I've used this camera on Split so many times. It is insane. It is so good, and people just don't break it. They just don't see it. They don't break it. They don't do anything. And then another one is over here. You got to be careful that you don't break your legs. So make sure you fall on these like stairs up, or you will take damage. I have invulnerability on. But I'm pretty sure. Nope, you will still take damage. So you get this camera if you take the damage. Hopefully it's worth the damage. And yeah, that is all for B site Split. Alright, next up on A site, there is this. Okay, there is this camera. Yes, finally. This camera, not great, I won't lie. But it's kind of fun. You can see if they push this, which is kind of useful. I guess not useful because this map is disabled. There's this camera, which you can see heaven, and they push ramps, which is pretty nice. And then also, of course, who doesn't love this camera? This camera is so good on defending. You can place it as soon as the walls drop, and you just see all all of this. It's phenomenal. And then finally, we have this camera. This camera is pretty good. I haven't really used it much, but you know, it's a good way to switch it up. And yeah, no. Oh wait, there is one more camera. This one. It's not the best, but you know, another way to switch it up. If they've been pushing heaven for a couple rounds, you want to get a couple free kills. Yeah, that is it. Unless, wait, I think I saw this. Alright, well, there's another camera, a bonus one. I saw that on Reddit, I think. Something like that. Yeah, that's a really good camera. Holy cow. Okay. Wait, can you? I wonder if you could even see their rotate. No. Okay, that is actually it then. Thanks for watching, I guess. Yeah, I might make this into a series, I might not. I might continue to update it, and I might not. Those are all the cameras I know right now, off the top of my head. I mean, if I remember any, then I guess I'll make another episodes. But if not, then that's it. So yeah, that's all. Bye!